as the umpire throws the ball in the air, and the two ruckmen go at it. New Zealand winning the tap again. They've won everything so far, and they move into attack. It's centre half forward. New Zealand and South Africa battling away for the ball here in the International Cup. And New Zealand now take possession just in the centre of the ground. It's number 4 who drives the ball into the 50-metre area, and Cersei it was who flew for the mark. He kicked 4 goals in the second quarter. Can't take that one. South Africa have the opportunity here to clear, and we can't quite pick those numbers up, but the South Africans running in a pack here, handballing and trying to make the most of this. Yes, Kevin Sheehan, the National Talent Manager, will join us shortly. He'll be casting a keen eye over this game as one of the selectors for the champion team of the championship. But it's New Zealand again who'll be throwing some names forward for that selection as they move into attack. Goodall. Have we had a 50-metre penalty here? I think we have.
Well, the first one of the championships.
South Africa's got an opportunity here, a real opportunity to get into the forward 50 and perhaps get a score on the board. The left foot kick comes into the 50-metre zone. New Zealand players there hovering over the ball, trying to clear it desperately. Great tackling from the South Africans. Terrific pressure. Very good gather there from Zapata, I think it was.
That was Moneng, mate. And Moneng doubled up. Good tackle again. He had got rid of the ball. New Zealand on ground level. Here's a steal. And the kick comes forward. There a chance if it can go over the back. It can't. Taking the safe mark in defence. He hasn't had a lot to do as Tim Stevens from Wellington City. But he took that one like he'd been in amongst it all day. And the pass is perfect to half-back and Miles Stratford.
Stratford, very ordinary kick, but luckily it's fallen in the hands of his teammate. Number 40 is there, Rob Willis, who tries to get it across. But South Africa fighting very, very hard in the early stages of this third quarter. But New Zealand are going to continue into attack here and move into the forward 50.
Haven't been able to capitalise once they get inside that forward 50 and tending to play behind in that area there, and they've probably been inside a dozen or more times and had some chances, but let's hope they can get a goal.
Well, they've had the most of the ball here in this third quarter.
Here in the third quarter. How's that? Eh?
It is for New Zealand. James Curse, who kicks the ball back into attack. South Africa again tidying up. They've really been very good in defence, particularly in the early.
Gathering at ground level is something they're really having trouble with.
As we just see there, that was Mumbai having trouble picking it up, but South Africa, they're battling away. New Zealand there, as they've done all day. Jared Evans at this occasion.
8.92 to South Africa, one behind, and the scoreboard attendant even having trouble adding up 14-8 Mark Doran. So
how long did it take you to work there?
South Africa now moving the ball out of defence up towards the wing, but just stepping in there was Luke Ellis. Luke Ellis from North Sydney in New Zealand takes the mark and kicks towards the 50-metre line. Excellent stretch and Mark Tahima. He's already kicked a goal. He's looking now. Who is he looking for? Cersei or Goodall? They've been the two key forwards. Number 24, it is Richard Bradley. Spins out of trouble and casually pops it through on the left, Kevin Sheehan.
Again, a kick short.
How hard is it, Shifter, when you see, look at that in there? The ruckman goes, the ruckman didn't even go up then, the ruck rover did, because the bouncer missed him by 1 foot, he couldn't be bothered, and they just win it out of the middle every time. Perhaps we've spoken a lot about the South Africans, let's, as we call them.
Daniel McAllister playing for Essendon, played rugby union, he played soccer in New Zealand, moved to Tassie and was drafted a year or so after that across to the Bombers. So he had his sporting development back in New Zealand, but it wasn't in AFL.
Great mark taken by Dave Goodall as he sends the Kiwis forward once again.
So I think that's been the history of the international players playing in the AFL. They might have been born in other countries, but to date haven't really been developed in terms of learning the game of AFL in those other countries. But that's for the future, and I think that this is just a great starting point to have 11 sides of very devoted AFL followers playing a good standard of football, but they'll go back, having learned from this experience, so we see a drop mark in the square.
The pressure.
They'll go back and share the experiences of this and the whole culture of this city of Melbourne with the people that they'll influence in the years to come, the youngsters of the future, their teammates.
Sabello just very... don't look at me like that. Sabello very unlucky there. He did the right thing, Shifter, as you said, put the pressure on, then got tackled as he was trying to get rid of it and gave away the free kick and basically gave James Bowden a goal. New Zealand's 16-8 now plays one behind.